It's been a while. We have been camping. Hello and welcome to my usual viewers. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Holly. This is Fern the camper. This is my Happier Camper HC1 called Fern. And I just wanted to touch base. We have been doing a lot of video editing on our last trip to Joshua Tree. So you may or may not be kind of sick of seeing that. I don't know. It feels really awkward to not have Clive and Thorn in here with me. Thorn is inside doing her lessons, and yes, so that gives me time to film. It has been a crazy year, and I'm sure everyone has got their own version of crazy for 2020. For us, we very much were in a total bubble, and it was a really happy bubble. You know, we didn't go anywhere. We ordered our food online. We did go camping twice after camping restrictions were lifted, and it was very spaced out. It was very social distanced, and it was really, really beautiful. But I must say, we did, I think, perhaps lose touch with reality just a little bit, and I felt like I needed some grounding. There were some ideas running through my head, and usually I have ideas running through my head, but there was one that kept coming up and shouting at me, and I kept pushing it aside, thinking it was unrealistic or silly or too much work or not worth the result. And no matter how much I tried to ignore this thought, the more it would come back and kind of niggle and pull at me. So I knew I needed to get some headspace, and I knew that while we were out camping, Joshua Tree is the perfect place to think, because it is so still, and if you are battling with any of your thoughts or second guessing yourself, a place like Joshua Tree where it's just absolutely silent, you don't have the sounds of the cities, you don't have neighbors, you don't have phone calls, because most of it is a total dead zone. No internet, no phone call distractions. It is just you and your thoughts and whoever you happen to be camping with. So we went to Joshua Tree, we went to the Jumbo Rocks campground, and you can definitely have a look at some of our videos in the description links below. But I needed to do a solo hike. I needed some time to really think this thing through that has been haunting me for the last 6 months. You know, once we got our campsite settled, and after, you know, a day or two of really enjoying our camping time together, I let Clive and Thorn know that I was going to do a solo hike, and I kind of pointed to the direction in which I would be hiking and told them around about the time when to expect me back, and I took off. And it was wonderful. The sky was so deep blue, and you know, even the rocks just emitted the warmth of the sun. The shades were cool, and the juniper trees filled with their berries just reminded me how even in the most desert of landscapes there can be this awesome blossom of life. So, you know, just hiking out here, seeing the rock formations, seeing the plant life, coming across the wildlife. I did not see any rattlesnakes, but I did see some snake tracks in some of the areas. It was just me, those beautiful rocks, and my thoughts. And it was really wonderful. I mean, my mind just stilled, and all the nagging thoughts that had been coming at me kind of all came together and focused into one coherent project that, once I had that ability to sit in silence and meditate upon, it just seemed so obvious. So I really appreciated that time, continued on hiking, and as the sun went down, I absolutely knew what I was going to be doing next. So my next project my next project is very different than Fern the Camper, and it's very different from the writing projects I've had before. This is nothing to do with tutors, nothing to do with historical, nothing to do with murder mysteries or young adult fiction, which is my genre of writing. This is totally different. Did I say that before? When I got back to camp, it was getting dark, and there was Clive and Thorn all cuddled up by the fireplace, watching the stars and looking down at the fire occasionally, and it just felt so warm and cozy, and it was really good. So my new project is, I'll link it. I'll link it at the end. I don't think I can describe it here. A few people know what it is. A few people know. And I think it might put some people off. I hope people don't unsubscribe because I've done this other channel which has nothing to do with camping. Yeah. So, there's that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm Holly. This is Fern, our Happier Camper, HC1. Take care, stay safe, and keep camping.